Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. This your man, the king of truth. King Truth is Allah. Coming on this knowledge day. Knowledge day of November. One, they used to say one back in the day on the East Coast when they was leaving each other, exiting each other's presence, whether it be on the phone or in person. They be like one, and then they break, right? I don't know what that meant. I don't know if they was like, they was supposed to be like knowledge. That's supposed to represent knowledge, right? But so, y'all let me know. Peace, right? Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Oh, man. Man, whew. I need to be careful, right? I need to be careful. And, I am learning to learn, and how to learn, and how what styles and methods that that I use to learn, right? So I try to learn something, and so I'm learning, I need to be careful, man. And I'm speaking in all aspect of my life. School, out, the streets, these industries that I'm trying to enter into. With my home, with my neighbors, everybody, and so I like to, consider myself careful. I don't get into beefs. I don't beef with people. You see what I'm saying? Somebody beef with me, they either drunk, got some, if a stranger, beef with me, he either, he or she is, excuse me, he or she is either intoxicated, depressed, angry, disappointed, uneducated, a hater, jealous. I don't beef with people. I've been living, a long time, and I was raised to live and let live. Let bygones be bygones. People talking about peace. Now, peace is when I was taught to leave it alone. See what I'm saying? Leave things alone. If I got an issue with somebody, or somebody crossed me and they ran away, and they try to get away with it, and I told the police, or let it go, and I made 100% effort to stay away from people. You see what I'm saying? Stay away, no communication whatsoever. And then years later they talk about peace. Well, I study peace, trying to be God body. And so, we taught to discern and critically think and analyze, do deep examination into everything, and just to search a person's, how they talk, their body language, what tone they use. And see, this how, white people can get away with saying the N-word, right? If it's if it's used in the proper context, then you'll understand what that white person is saying. Not all white people are being racist. They just trying to, express a point based on how they hear black people talk to each other with the N-word, right? So it ain't to get mad at white people that say the N-word or call you the N-word. Some may be joking. And so you have to search, internalize, the person, the situation, and, how they use the N-word at you or speaking, right? So people talking about peace. That ain't peace. Somebody that I had to just leave alone, had no contact with for 10, 20 years, 30 years. And you talking about peace like we gonna pick up where we left off when it was issues. So peace is understanding, recognizing that, I'm trying to put distance, time, and space between us. So, and that is a form of peace. See what I'm saying? And so, I teach, y'all go to my Spotify. Now hear this. That's the name of my Spotify channel. Now hear this by King Truth. It's it's a lot of podcasts called Now Hear This, but mine is Now Hear This by King Truth. That's me. And so I got Peace Course 2.0. The God Sunez, Puerto Rican God, 5%. Teach a peace course himself. This is where I got the idea, the inspiration to start a peace course. Now, Sunez has been at this 30 years or more, right? And sometimes people say, he just sit there. He don't say nothing to scream. That's peace. He is making himself available for anybody to have questions, right? But I understand this, following him, learning from him, knowledge of self and how to learn, rebuild, add on, destroy, knowledge of self, right? So, Sunye is cool, peace, he a martial artist, he a DJ, he got his own podcast, so peace. So my piece is, which I got from the knowledge of self curriculum is proper education always corrects errors, right? Proper education is right knowledge. Always corrects errors. Right knowledge will correct something that is wrong. See what I'm saying? Right knowledge will correct something that is wrong. Proper education is right knowledge. Always corrects errors. 2 + 2 is 4, not 5, not 6. See what I'm saying? And some things, can be questioned, but, when you look at the bigger picture, they may be right. It may come out right, laws change every day. Right? So, man, I peace, right? But so today I'm compelled to speak on something I just heard. And, it's disturbing, man. I like to be a better judge of people, man. But these dudes coming out the feds, running some game. These dudes coming out the feds, building a podcast, trying to holler at me, is running some game. And I don't know what game they're playing. I mean, they want to get into entertainment. That's fine. They got to fuck with people like Faggoty, Scent, Pussykombz. That's fine. But, they ain't keeping it real. They're not keeping it real. You see what I'm saying? People like UneekMecca Audio and Demetrius Flannery, right? Now, Demetrius Flannery I knew of him back in, I tell my age when I talk about high school. You should be able to do the math to guesstimate, how old I am if I didn't get double promoted or flunk some classes, right? But I went to high school from 86 to 90, right? I graduated high school with a high school diploma on time, right? Barely, but I made it out, and now I'm trying to make it out of college, right? But that don't stop if you want postgraduate degrees like masters and PhDs and MDs and law degrees. It's more money and more schoolwork, which is right knowledge that you're supposed to build on when you start your career in your profession that you went to school for, if that's what you choose to do. People go to school, learn something, and say, I don't like that, and go into something else. But they still educated, right? They have some certifications and a higher level of understanding due to going through higher learning. Right? So don't never knock nobody with a college degree. Peace. And don't never think nobody ain't street or won't tear you up because they went to college. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Somebody to be whooping your ass that's smarter than you, right? Due to higher learning. You see what I'm saying? So, but, and so I knew one of my friends, my close friends, I was with the Slaughter brothers every day from 9 to 12, ninth grade to 12th grade. I was with the Slaughter brothers, right? And one of them, and they a year or two apart. One was in the 12th, one was in the 11th, right? And we went to high school every day together, come home, weekends, summer programs, you know what I'm saying? Family functions, we together. I'm not, they not, we together. But we didn't fell out now, but they hating. Big brother done died. Dude, then my little brother, who I was running with the most, they moved. So, but little brother Slaughter met Demetrius running with Rob, one of his homeboys who became my friend, stayed on his street. Right, they stay like 4-5 blocks from me. And, Rob wanted, I told you, so Rob wanted to, get off in the street real bad. He real bad. He wanted to get off in the street real bad. And so he said, Tone, come with me. Tone started running with Rob, and they met Meech. And this how I know of Meech. This how Meech know of me. That's how, and this is 88 or 89 and 90. Right? This how I feel comfortable in telling Meech to stay down, get off, shut the F up. Call him a rat, a snitch, a fake. He knew of me in the 80s, and I knew of him. I never met them, but from running with my friends, they must have mentioned me to him. And they mentioned him to me a lot. And so when Meech was in prison, he hollered out, he reached out, just trying to holler, get a pickup, right? And I know he had no money. What they were saying, he 100 million, 20 million. 10 million. I say, it's all right, man. I do what I can. Keep your name out there, right? But he was running game. His family was working effortlessly or tirelessly to try to get him out early. That was the appearance, right? But turns out, Demetrius snitched. He snitched. And I don't like to use that word snitch, but it could, it's like a slur. It's like, like a racial slur, calling somebody a snitch. You understand? But he snitched on a long time friend of his, like one of his day one, the day three homies from St. Louis. You know, he put the feds, he was in jail, and he had his business manager, who is a DA informant, reach out to his friend from St. Louis, and you know, they was, his friend from St. Louis was trying to make a movie, and she called him with the guys that they was talking about doing a movie. Now, if he didn't like what she had to say and she didn't like what he had to say, I don't know. But before she talked to him, she was, she had already been a DEA cooperating source and a DEA informant, right? And through her, through her and Demetrius, the DEA, when St. Louis got off the phone with her, the DEA had put a tap on his cell phone, or one of his phones, right? And they call it a third party wiretap. And he say Demetrius and the young woman that he talked to is in his paperwork as unindictable informants. So through Demetrius, through her relationship with Demetrius, he knowing she a DA informant. She the one got him the BMF TV deal with Faggoty. Faggoty Sin and Little Meech have sat down with her. His pictures on the internet, met with her and everything, right? So, snitches stick together. Snitches stick together. And, this is where I'm going, right? So I believe, and so the internet saying, Demetrius in jail, he trying to get out. I believe Demetrius to be out of jail and living in a suburb of Atlanta with his mother. That's what I believe. And I think I talked about this. I think him want a Lil Baby of Atlanta, the rap star, Lil Baby, video. So you got to comb through Lil Baby's early videos, and I think Demetrius in there and getting out the car and he's standing up, right? So I think he out of jail. People lying for him. He in jail. Why you gotta lie for somebody if he got out of jail the right way? Now he got 28 years, just like 3 years ago, and federal time is you eligible for. So you got to serve 85% of your time to be considered eligible for parole, early release parole. 85%. So 85% of 28 years is 23 years and 5 months. So, he should have still be in jail, but, he did like 11 years or 10 years, and then he's out. So that's why he laying low, I believe. You see what I'm saying? Somebody got some Federal Bureau of Prisons connections or DA connections. You can check. But, I think he out of jail. Any guy out of jail, they reduce his time for cooperating and getting Dion Cuffy Gatlin locked up, right? His homie from St. Louis. Go online, look up Dion Cuffy Gatlin, Cuff Gatlin from St. Louis, BMF, and you hear Cuff on words. I put something on my Instagram of Cuffy interview, and all these things I'm talking about. And my Instagram is King Truth is 7. So I'm like, I can't remember my own Instagram, man. But so, Demetrius a snitch. That's snitching. Ain't no, he didn't know, ain't no clear cut, way to say, but, he dropped a dime on his homeboy, his friend he was making millions with, from St. Louis, who didn't get caught up in the indictments. Demetrius has turned. He a snitch, right? He a snitch. So, and he signed with a snitch in Faggoty Sin. Faggoty Sin a snitch. Faggoty Sin a snitch and a dry snitch. If he was telling the truth on Supreme, McGriff, and Irv and Chris Lorenzo, they'd have been life, 10 years in the federal penitentiary. He a snitch. And so why would a major drug dealer calling himself Black Mafia family sign with somebody that tried to get Supreme Team, another street dealers, incarcerated? See, so now you got UneekMecca audio, right? This dude come home 26 years. He was swept down. He a gangster. He's a gangster's gangster. He's still about that life. He is dropping no wisdom, right? The main message of his whole content is, if you can't do the time, then don't do the crime. He tell you all these stories and say, if you get in trouble, don't snitch. That's what that means. If you can't do the time, then don't do the crime. And that saying been out here for years. If you can't do the time in prison, then don't do the crime in the streets. So now, he had 20, I think he had a life sentence. He was under a life sentence. He got that removed, and then like 26 years in the federal penitentiary. And he come out here, with the whole no snitching campaign. He a stand-up dude because he did 26 years, 26 years in the federal penitentiary. Got some bumps and bruises and cuts being in there, and he telling how it is. And but his whole secondary campaign was no snitching, and he would, he got a sound effect machine. He would give gunshots to snitches, and he talk about nothing but people snitching. He don't like snitches. They all rat bastards. He diss anybody that snitch with. He don't give no leniency, no understanding to each situation. And you can't do that, right? Every situation is different, right? So, and GeneDeal, former bodyguard to pussykombz, plugged UneekMecca audio. He plugged them while Uneek was in jail. And he was saying good things about Uneek, right? And Uneek come home, and he helped pick up Uneek podcast. They do interviews with each other. And Gene was saying how Uneek called them the night Biggie got shot, and from jail, from Long Park or something, from California Federal Penitentiary. And warned Gene, vest up or something. This what Gene and UneekMecca audio tell. The tale that they tell, right? But Uneek, death to all rat bastards, snitches get gunshots, rat bastard, can't stand them. Well, I'm starting to smell a rat in UneekMecca audio. I'm starting to smell a rat, right? I'm starting rats stick together. Meech, Leech Meech, I call him Leech Meech. Big Beech. He stick with faggoty scent, pussykombz, and Too Whack. So Uneek been defending snitches. He made a video about BMF show about a drought. Like, don't nobody know what a fucking drought is. It's dry, right? That's like lame as hell. And then he saying like, he keep talking about Big dead, the murderer, Biggie, the murderer, Tupac, knowing good down. Anybody with some sense know by now they ain't dead. See, Nation God's Earth teach, don't be deaf, dumb, and blind. Deaf mean you hear a lot of things. Hear, see, and don't be dumb. Listen, look, listen, live. See what I'm saying? And so he steady, somebody claiming they're an OG, a stand-up dude, 26 years, no snitching, man time, hard time, out here gossiping and lying like a woman. Right? UneekMecca audio. He need to address his age. Right? And so now he trying to change the narrative of pussykombz. And now going back, he don't like rats. It's all on the internet. And some people got proof, paperwork. Demetrius Flannery told on his mans. He's a rat, a snitch. Ain't no loophole, ain't no technicality, ain't no, he didn't have no choice. They was going, no, he told on this man to cut his prison time and get out of jail and enjoy his soap opera fame and his family. So, no. And Uneek ain't said nothing about that. Nothing about that, He ain't said nothing about faculty snitching on Supreme Team and Murder Inc. Records, the Inc. Records. He ain't said nothing about that. He ain't said nothing about Tupac snitching on Haitian Jack, the A-Team, King Tut, and Jimmy Rosemond. He ain't said nothing about that. He ain't said nothing about Shine snitching on, pussykombz snitching on Shine, against Shine 10 years in the state penitentiary. He ain't said nothing about that. So today he had the nerve to say, he defending pussykombz, saying pussykombz ain't a rat. His dad was a gangster. His dad, according to newspapers and research, and was shot and killed for snitching on drug dealers. Pussykombz father was shot and killed for snitching on drug dealers. Now, and so UneekMecca audio, just seeing that, I'm going to assume seeing GeneDeal early video that I put on my Instagram and on Gene's YouTube channel, Gene going off on pussykombz, telling you why his father. And so UneekMecca audio coming along trying to use his made up, played out street cred to discredit the truth. Trying to say pussykombz father wasn't a snitch. You gotta be careful. His father got killed. It could be sensitive to him to hear these things, right? But he puts out, pussykombz like to put out negative, hateful, jealous energy for no reason. Some little rainbow, messed up rainbow man energy, right? He mad because he not all man. He got he like men on the low, and that drive him crazy. He don't understand, that his mama twisted him up. His mama twisted him up at an early age. right? So he all messed up. He like men's and women's. But so you know, you got UneekMecca Audio, the destroyer and slayer of snitches, defending pussykombz, calling me a liar, Gene a liar, ReggieWright a liar. You know, he calling everybody a liar, but the people that's lying. Wow. And you know, and so what I'm, I shared some of Uneek early story. You know, one trying to drive, and this what social media is about. Social media is about informing each other, sharing information, knowledge, stories. So you know, people have access. You know, it can lead to other things, I guess, right? But you know, people share more lies than truth. And this why the game stay fucked up. You know, I don't know UneekMecca Audio from a hole in the wall, but you know, man, it ain't nothing for me to share. These people, you know, believe if they give me a shout out, which they don't have to, that you know that I might surpass them, and they couldn't take that. But for me, social media is about sharing and informing and enlightening people. So I don't have a problem with, so you know, so I shared this dude. You know, he told a story about, you know, he got his teeth knocked out and his balls kicked in while he was in prison. You know, that's snitching right there, right? So it's like, so now you got to question this dude. Why he ain't giving gunshots to Demetrius, Faggoty Scent, Pussykombz, Gay Z didn't testify that Megan and Tory Lane's trial. You see what I'm saying? You know, it is rumored Gay Z gave a statement to the feds of negative impact that affected Casanova 2X, right? And UneekMecca Audio has ignored all these things, right? So this dude just come out the pen, come out the Fed, and man, it's like, wow, this dude full of shit like Demetrius. You know, somebody, and so I learned the people quickest to call somebody a snitch be snitching themselves, be the main one snitching. You know, Demetrius tried to call me a snitch in jail because I put out there, I told on Officer Robinson, he fronting. You know, he had already told on Cuff. Man, you know, he tried to hold my feet to the fire and you were snitched on, you know, this all in jail. And I'm like, dude, telling on somebody breaking your house ain't snitching. I'm sorry. And, you know, UneekMecca Audio so stupid. He say that's snitching. What I'm supposed to do? Go knock on their door, Mr. Home Invader. You know, you got to put my stuff back. Wow, his way of no snitching for nobody will lead people to jail like he was in, facing life. I think that's his subconscious hate and jealousy that he done 26 years. He feel he don't deserve, but if he didn't get no GED in there, you know, he wasn't ready to come home. You know, he's stuck on stupid, stuck on ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's mighty fake of him to defend these snitches. You know, they say he brown nosing, he kissing ass and sucking eggplant to, you know, maybe get some kind of deal for his life story. That's what that's what it looked like. That's fake as hell. you got game and you claim to be more street than the dudes that snitching that you defending, then uh then you lame as hell. If you gotta stoop, if you ain't about snitching, but you'll fuck with somebody snitching in the entertainment business, you a two-faced hypocrite. And everything you say is you contradict yourself. You contradict your own belief system. You say, you talk like no snitching is part of your religion. But you got people like Faggoty Saint, Tupac, pussykombz making you lose your religion. You see what I'm saying? So, man, this dude, man, I wouldn't have put up his story. Or, if these dude fake it, same way I wouldn't have fucked with Demetrius and say free Meech or, his sentence too harsh. I wouldn't have said nothing. This dude is a liar, two-faced rat liar. Y'all got to follow me on Instagram, man. He blamed Wolf for shooting him in the ass. It was not Wolf. He snitched when he said Wolf name, and Wolf ain't even snitch on him. I mean, shoot him. You see what I'm saying? So dude fake as hell, man. And he like, you don't want to meet you, nigga. I don't, nigga. I don't, man. I ain't no little nigga trying to figure out how to get on and get it. Need your lame, snitching, rat, phony, faggoty scent, beep, loving ass. I don't love you, dude. Man. They're gay energy vibe man dudes. All of them. No, in real life. No, for real. So, yeah, man, y'all got to, if y'all follow Uneek, know the dude, question them about that shit. I ain't lying. Gene ain't lying. So, and so now we get back to this, man. I learned what the misunderstanding is with Gene starting to beef with ReggieWright out there in California, former interim CEO of Death Row, one of Suge homies, Right Way Security, County Police Department, federal inmate. He got the Bomb First podcast, but Reggie fucked up, man. They on some, they on some bullshit. They trying to relive their glory days in hip hop. That's what they're trying to do. Gene and Reggie, so they bump heads a lot. And Gene got mad at them dudes because they didn't believe that the F.O.I. Gene got mad at Reggie and Mom James and out there in California. They didn't believe Gene's story that the F.O.I. did it. And so they went back. Reggie and Gene went back and forth about that. And Reggie said, and so it's really video of Gene pointing out F.O.I. men for the FBI and other people, documentarians, and this, that, and the third. And so they tried to draw a connection, with a disgraced Los Angeles Police Department officer, Kevin Mack, right? Kevin Mack is friends with an F.O.I. man. And people saying Kevin Mack did it, but Kevin, I encourage everybody to go on YouTube and watch the Kevin Mack doc. It's about 30 minutes. The Kevin Mack documentary, the Rafael Perez documentary. I don't think these men was even there. And so Kevin Mack is good friends with the F.O.I., right? And Kevin Mack was a likely candidate suspect for shooting Biggie because of his admiration for the little homie Tupac, right? And this all been documented in television shows and documentaries, right? Like, he'll do it, no doubt about it. And and so 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 they put this F.O.I man, as, so they tried to say Kevin, but Kevin Mack was in other places, and the F.O.I man did it, or the F.O.I man that is friends with Kevin Mack that was mistakenly identified by whoever did not do it. So there was a picture online. There was a sketch of the alleged shooter, and like I said, there was a photograph of the back of him, and that sketch fits the back of that F.O.I man, right? So now, my issue with Gene and pussykombz is, right? So, Greg Kading went on Valuetainment television, and he put his picture board up for that man, and he had that F.O.I man with a link to Kevin Mack. Kevin Mack, they didn't do it. And, I see that now. That ain't, because, I just seen a picture of Kevin Mack used to run track in school at Oregon, I think, and that F.O.I man played football at Oregon. They was college friends, right? But that F.O.I man that's linked to Kevin Mack, the disgraced LAPD police officer, didn't do it. It's, the F.O.I got 300 men. I'm gonna say like about 200,000 men, 300 worldwide, and they can fly brothers in. They got brothers in every state they go. They that deep, and Mustafa is the head of all that. Then Farrakhan is the head. Then Mustafa is the head of all that. Right, head of the Fruit of Islam, and so to get them mixed up is understandable, right? But Gene details, Gene and pussykombz, and I said this before in the video, Gene and pussykombz know the Fruit of Islam. They familiar with them. They have talked with the Fruit of Islam in 92 or 91 at the, I think it was 91, at the City College basketball game, when Gene said Pussykombz canceled his 18 men because he got the F.O.I coming, and they brought 10 men. Gene said 8, whatever. Then they invited to Pussykombz, could have brought Biggie and other men. He just brought Gene. Gene said, I don't know if they brought him, and Gene go invite a special guest in 95 to Farrakhan's Million Man March. Gene said they in the house with Farrakhan. They rode to the outside speaking part with Farrakhan. Gene and Pussykombz with Farrakhan Million Man March. 96, they at the Soul Train Awards. They arguing with Death Row. Gene say Mustafa had to step in with some more men and break that up and talk to Pussykombz personally. Say, stand down. Right? 97, that's the 96 Soul Train Awards. They see the NOI there, the F.O.I there, being security, breaking up things, directing people. 97, it's the same thing. You can't go this way. Pussycomb get mad at him. For whatever reason, Gene don't say nothing. They at the after party. I asked, well, how long did that F.O.I man stare at y'all? He said about 30 minutes straight. And so I said, well, at what time frame, at what minute mark did it become beef? Like what, how much time do a person got to stare down a person, to stare at a person for they got a problem? About 10, 15 minutes. And so they said F.O.I man looked at them about 30 minutes straight, just mean mugging them. That's the back of him looking at them. Y'all see that picture? Big got the black, look like velvet shirt on, and the jeans and the cane. Pussycombz got a white shirt, some white shirt and a hat. Jean got the rugby polo, the dark blue polo and the white collar. Right? And so that's the picture. And so it's the back of that dude, and the full picture is him looking at them at that table sitting there, right? And so if they familiar with the F.O.I, Mustafa, and that F.O.I man looking at them like that, why didn't Gene and Pussycombz say, what's up, man? Approach him. Why? What's going on? You want to sit down? What's happening? What you want to talk about? What happened earlier? What's up? What's up, brother? Assalamu alaikum. Why they did not address that F.O.I man when he looking at them intentionally, with intent, staring eyes? They say, he was punking them, right? He was punking them by himself. Now, if there was any other F.O.I man around, they didn't see. I don't know. Little C say he may have seen some more. I don't know if that's true. But so then when the party letting out or they leaving, the same F.O.I man that's looking at them 30 minutes come out, walk up to Gene and Pussycombz Suburban. Gene standing on the outside waiting for Pussycombz to come out. And, they start looking, the F.O.I man that was looking at them in the party shared an eye contact with Gene, and Gene put his gun out. Why? If you got history with the F.O.I and it's cordial and it's peace and you special guests, why you ain't saying "Assalamu alaikum, what's up, man? You need a ride? You looking for Puff? You want to talk to me?" Gene pulled his gun out. And at no time did they tell Big what had happened and why this F.O.I man mean mugging them. Gene and Pussycombz wrong. If you got history with a positive history with it, positive history with the F.O.I and this night after you cussed them, so you ain't saying nothing, you ain't trying to squash that, see what's up, check their temperature. Then don't tell the police, or maybe they mad because we didn't like how they told us we can't go this way. And them trying to be bad, Pussycombz trying to be bad because he got a 6'7", 6'8", 300-pound dude behind him, got Biggie shot. You see what I'm saying? So they wrong. Y'all can ask Gene about that. And when he gonna bang on UneekMecca audio for fronting on him. You see what I'm saying? So man, it's fucked up. Gene's starting to look messed up too. He put everybody's name in it, but he didn't try to address as security, or tell Big security. Check that. Go see what's up with that brother. Stand right here while I go see what's up with this brother. So Gene wrong, Pussycombz wrong. They wrong, and listening to this stuff. I'm peeping game, and it's they like they ugly, they lying, trying to cover their ass when the best course of action. They shouldn't have said nothing and let Big and Fagavelli come on out and tell it how they see it. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, these dudes come out. You gotta watch these dudes come out the federal penitentiary trying to get with her, trying to holler at you. Thinking you need them. I don't need you, dude. I'm the king of truth. You see what I'm saying? I'm the king of truth. King Truth is Allah. That's who I am, the king of truth. Got no reason to lie. I strive to be truthful. All these lies and hate, jealousy in the world, I want to be truth. See what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, man. Peace to the gods. Y'all need to, if y'all watch these people, y'all know how to correct them so they'll be more honest. You see what I'm saying? Y'all should say something. So that's it. I'm out. Peace.